Hey, editing Katie here. I left my tiara downstairs, and if I go down, I will lose too much time. This week was pretty cool. The last couple of days, Morton had his birthday yesterday on the 22nd, so we tried to make that special for him. And I was just really thinking, what is it that's really important to share? And I came up with the struggles I've already dealt with in isolation and things I've already learned from that. Just wanted to give you a bit more of the backstory on me, why I am the way I am, what motivates my community driven passion. So here it goes.
I have been isolated before. Quite a lot in my adult life, actually. Covenant Players was an amazing 12 and a half years, but it was so lonely. I was traveling with small groups, living as a guest in people's homes. Very often I was feeling like the odd one out, the one with the least in common with my unit members, the extra. There was a lot of training to put on the professional face, the professional voice, to express thanks and appreciation and feel like no one really cared to know who I was on a deeper level. There was no time for real friendships or relationships because the work, always the work took precedence. There was no time for many real connections with the host families because we were only there for a few days before we moved on to the next place. In a lot of the groups I was on, I was the only extrovert among a bunch of happy introverts. I hated days off because if work wasn't bringing us together towards a common goal, they were all happy in their blanket forts and computers. I would just watch movies and TV shows and count the lonely hours until they were over. And then I learned the isolation that it is to be a leader. You have to make sure the things get done, and there is an innate sense inside of us that rejects the person or the authority symbol that represents that. A leader has to take stock of all the things that need to be done, make a schedule with ample time to see that it is done, inform the team of it, make sure that it's adhered to, be aware of the morale and emotional needs of the group, know when to shift priorities, and whatever results come out of it all, take full responsibility. Why does anyone want to be a leader? The ignorant ones out there think that it's spewing demands, collecting respect, and sitting up high on a cushion of praise and adoration. The wise ones know that being a leader is more about servanthood than anything else. Serving the people, giving of yourself so that they are able to grow and become capable leaders themselves. It's not about making yourself so indispensable that if anything happened to you, everything would crumble. It's about teaching people that may not want to be taught. Being around people would rather just go through life barely dipping their toes into the water, not committing, just getting the pats on their back for trying. It's isolating to feel the annoyance from people, the weight of the responsibility. It's isolating to have to be a world-class actor and say, hey, I know we're all tired right now, but let's rehearse this play so that we'll be ready for that performance. Come on. Hey, I know we've performed for 3 days straight and could just collapse, but I need some help to make these calls so that we can have a place to sleep 2 weeks from now. It's so much easier to just tell everyone, go, rest, I'll make these calls, I'll plan things, I'll just do it. It's isolating to go from feeling so important and necessary in a group of wonderful, capable, loving friends to living in a foreign country and having no important calls to make, no place to learn, just diapers and fingers and noses and crying and whining. To trade the car in for a place to live that requires cleaning and dishes and sweeping and taking the garbage out. To attempt to learn the language, but to only really feel comfortable speaking to people who are also speaking Swedish as a foreign language. To be spoken to by a native speaker, but too quickly. To ask them to repeat, and they just sigh condescendingly and say everything in English. It's isolating to feel exhausted after attempting to speak Swedish for 20 minutes. These were my struggles. I feel like they were my isolation training ground. I have been preparing for this for a long, long time. Now I feel for the lonely. At work, I would see the university students, so many of them far from home, and I would want to be their mom. When they talked about pulling all-nighters, I wanted to order them into bed. When I was lonely at SFE, when that Swedish för invandrare, learning Swedish for foreigners. And struggling through that, I started a Facebook group called Let's Learn Swedish. Community has been my motivating force to deal with the isolation I've lived with for so many years. We need each other. So tell me, how are you? What are you worrying about? What is weighing you down? I care. I'm that weird friend who is there for you. Let's go be that friend for someone else. Let's reach out and keep reaching out. Editing Katie here. Woo! I've decided I'm not going to edit stuff so carefully. I'm not going to just like dig between 1 second, 2 seconds. Just be really specific. I'll do it. Maybe I'll do that sometimes, but I want to upload more often. And so that means being less picky. Anyway, please enjoy some funny, silly footage of us being a family and Morton's birthday and having fun with dressing up.
Am I in the basically correct direction?
Mm-hmm.
I think I put it about. Oh! Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, but that's gotta be. Wait. Oh, here-ish. Oh! Vad tokigt det blev!
Okay, that gave me an idea. Wonder Woman. Wait. Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, time to go take my swimsuit off. What kind of creativity will emerge in this time of weirdness? Now I'm gonna go see Morton's reaction to me wearing this. I think this costume needs a bit more color. Yeah.
Hey, gorgeous.
Guess what I'm doing?
Recording a video? Playing dress up?
Sort of.
Sorting out some stuff?
No. I'm a superhero.
I was about to say, is this cosplay?
Is it cosplay if it's original?
It's OC cosplay.
Original character.
Yes.
What do you think?
Nice.
I have my long banquet gloves underneath these, but I can't touch the computer, the camera, the phone.
Oh.
I have to like cut the fingertips off or something.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this up now.
Hi, thanks so much for watching this. I want to incorporate vlogging and telling stories, sharing from my heart. I want to do it more regularly, so I want to do less picky, fidgety editing and just upload more often. Just be more bold to share what's on my heart and to share the fun, silly, not important, but special memories. So, hugs! I hope you're doing well. Please say how you're doing. Find me on Facebook or Instagram. Tell me how you are. I'm thinking about you, especially you Mel's Diner friends. And I will see you in the next video, I hope. Bye! Nostrils of death. Share in the comments if you heard the pop. Please do it!